Even to the end of his life, as close as we were, rarely did we talk about his paintings. When he died, we found that Gil was neglecting paying of his bills. One that caught my attention was something from security storage. This was his last notice, and that sent a little sweat through me. But there were paintings, but we had very little knowledge of what these were. When he died in 2004, my wife Carol and I were determined to go very quickly to security storage. These things are Gil's I've never seen, but they must be important. They have to be important. This is Gil's life work.
I knew when I first saw these paintings, I was seeing works by an artist that are really unique in the history of art. And frankly, no one ever painted like this. All three of the Cuatrecasas children were born in Madrid. When the violent Franco uprising occurred in Spain, Madrid was under heavy bombing, and their father, who was in Colombia at the time, told them they've got to get out. So they did. They were refugees.
The three of us, three children, broke up into different families in Paris.
Their father got them aboard a ship bound for Colombia, and then from there they moved to Argentina. And then after the war, they immigrated to Chicago. Gil went on to Harvard University, where he was originally a pre-med student, like his father. And he decided against it, and he became an art major.
He got a scholarship in the Yale School of Art, and I think it was Alberts that attracted him. Months before getting the master's degree, he left. He said, "Who needs a paper? You know, I want to paint." I think he had Alberts a much bigger impact on Gil than he ever talked about, at least to me. He didn't particularly like to speak about his work. I wouldn't dare to ask him his technique. I started one time and he smiled and said, "Don't ask."
I'm rarely perplexed in looking at a painting, trying to, quote, figure it out. His layering, his glazing, the decalcomania, the frottage, and all these various techniques, some of which hadn't been used in 50 years.
My first reaction when I saw Gil's paintings was that here was a colorist who was truly not apologetic about what he was doing, and on a huge scale. It has a biomorphic, organic kind of quality. The fact that there's no brush strokes at all. The surface is more anonymous that way, and I have no doubt that he intentionally eliminated the marks of the brushes to create a certain specific look. And Joseph Albers, of course, created an homage to the square, and you can even say that Gil Cuatrecasas created an homage to the leaf, because that leaf is everywhere. And I think it's exceptional. So in that way, he fits in with the colorists, but he's very unique and very different from anyone else. And that there lies the beauty of his creation. It's not derivative.
Gil was obsessed with painting. I'm really obsessed. That was not healthy. He had really a good friend, Alamandi, who tried to get Gil to meet directors and heads of museums, whatever, to exhibit. And for Gil, it was just a distraction.
Gil basically distrusted the art institution. He was being true to himself and just focusing purely on art.
When he died in 2004, my life changed at that point. I determined that my main goal was going to be to get him to be recognized. I thought all I needed to do was to present this to museums, and they would fall all over the place. Nobody wants to take something on that comes out of nowhere.
It's very common for me to get a reaction from collectors when they come into the gallery. They're just, again, they have that incredible visceral reaction. Then they do their homework, and they should. The problem is they look into the biographical dictionaries to find out, well, who is this artist anyway? What are his credentials? What's the provenance? And they find nothing. So could this artist really be that great if there's nothing out there about him? The moral of that story is really look at paintings.
I'm doing this for Gil, and I've been largely successful, and it's another reason I keep going, because wherever he is, he must be smiling.